Yo, man, you want to play some Call of Duty? What? What do you mean? Do you want to play some Infinite Warfare? Are you out of your mind? Let me tell you something. That game sucks. It's so unbalanced and so stupid. I can't believe you're still playing it. Yeah, but you bought it too. So why don't we just play? What do you mean? Let me tell you something about Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. First of all,
approaching AO. Wolverines, prepare to support UNSA forces.
what's going on, peeps? Mastermyne here. So today's video, I want to talk about the whining that is going on in the Call of Duty community. Now, there's been a ton of videos talking about the COD community over the years, but I want to specifically talk about what's going on with this particular beta, the Call of Duty Infinite Warfare beta, and what I see is really starting to kind of confuse me a little bit, and let me explain. First of all, Call of Duty has been the same game pretty much now for years, and whether you agree with me or not, Call of Duty is a casual game. And I just want to start off by saying that the other day I did an impressions video on the beta, and most of the stuff I had to say was negative, but overall I had to say that I kind of enjoyed it. And part of the reason why is because I skipped out on Black Ops 3. Now, if you want to know more about where I stand on Call of Duty and everything, go watch the last video. I've pretty much supported the game and the franchise year after year after year after year. I consider myself a casual player. I'm not a pro, but it's always been something where I'm like, hey, this is pretty good, and the package is always great with Call of Duty. There's always a lot of content, always a lot of things to do, and for that I enjoyed it, but I was getting burnt out. And when I play Call of Duty, it's one of these things where I play it really hardcore for about 2 to 3 months, and then I'm playing it on and off for the remainder 3 months. So about 6 months out of the year, Call of Duty is on my Xbox or on my PS4 or whatever. So it's a franchise that I've supported. Going back to the YouTube community though, I'm starting to notice a trend, especially with prominent YouTubers such as Drifter, who are now coming out and saying, hey, you know, I really don't like the beta and I don't like the direction it's going. And I have to ask the question, why? Has Call of Duty ever really been a balanced game? No, it hasn't. The multiplayer is always a wreck. It's always a mess. It's always crazy. It's never anything balanced. The reason why is because there's so many guns, so many perks and variables and different things. It would be impossible for them to make an actual balanced game. And as much as they try, it always comes out where somebody's going to be unhappy. One of the things I mentioned, for instance, was the quick scoping and the sniping. We all can argue whether it's a good thing or a bad thing, or whether you like it or you don't like it. But the bottom line is there's about half of the community that hates it, and then maybe about 30% of the community that loves it. That right there is going to make people complain about the balance issues automatically. If your favorite game is Black Ops or Black Ops 2 or Modern Warfare or whatever it is, you're going to probably hate somebody else's rendition of Call of Duty, whether it's Treyarch or Infinity Ward or whatever. So there's always going to be complaints. You're going to have your preferences, even the timelines. Hey, I don't like this futuristic shit. I don't like jetpacks and I don't like running on walls. But somebody else may say, hey, you know what? I'm sick of just, you know, being so stuck to the ground and not being able to move anywhere. Hey, I don't like martyrdom. I don't like last stand. I don't like this. I don't like that. And this is what the community is. We don't like campers. People still camp. Prolifically, people are camping left and right. Every time I've ever played the game, that's maybe about 50 to 60% of every match I play, you're going to have somebody just staying in one spot. But unfortunately, these are the design choices that have actually made the game popular. Because of the kill streaks, the score streaks, and the stats and everything else, these are the things people are going to do in order to achieve those goals. I have to say, like, I just don't understand how anybody is complaining about this game so much to the point where they're considering dropping it for the sole purpose of they don't like the way the direction the game is going, where in my opinion it's been headed in this direction for every iteration since Call of Duty 4. If you don't like the game, obviously you don't want to purchase it. If you're burnt out on this, don't buy it. Don't support it. But to buy it and get all the DLC for it, and now we have these stupid supply drops, and to support it in that manner with your money. It doesn't matter what you say on a YouTube comment. It doesn't matter what you say to your friends. It doesn't matter what you say when you're playing it online. If you're supporting it by purchasing it, the only message that Activision is getting is that, hey, we're doing something right. So that's the ultimate numbers that they're looking at. They don't care about anything else. And I think fans need to start realizing that. I didn't stop playing Call of Duty. I didn't take a year off of Call of Duty to protest or boycott. It was more of a personal thing. I had kind of had enough of the franchise and it consuming so much of my time. Not to mention I was really kind of heavy into Killer Instinct, and I was still kind of playing Titanfall, and I was looking forward to Doom and just playing other things, and I just said, you know what, I kind of need a Call of Duty break. And that's why I was a little bit excited to kind of go through this beta and play it, because it's been a while for me. Now, I knew what the problems have been on Call of Duty, and Activision does need to fix these things. But of course, I understand that it's very difficult for them to do that, because if they change the formula too much, it's going to turn off a lot of people. But at the same exact time, when I started playing the beta, nothing surprised me. It felt just like I never skipped any time, because it was exactly the same as every other Call of Duty. Adding a couple of extra features here and there, and new abilities and a different setting doesn't really change what the franchise has always been. And now, instead of just allowing developers to make unique and creative games, what they're turning around and doing is they're rehashing the game over and over again with different skins pretty much, and they're trying to milk us for every cent that they can. It's not enough that they sell millions and millions every year. No, now they have to go ahead and milk us for even more. And this is the problem that most of you guys who are complaining now have supported. If you're the kind of person where you've made your livelihood, like somebody like Drifter again, who he even mentioned it in his video, if you've been invited to Activision to partake in motion capture as he has been, I kind of at one hand got to give him respect for coming out and kind of saying negative things about it. But then on the other hand, I have to say to him, well, what did you expect? What are you talking about, balancing issues? Again, when has this game ever been balanced for anybody? If it's balanced for the pros, I can guarantee you casual people are going to be pissed off. And if it's balanced for the casual folks to say, hey, I'm always going to have a shot and always going to be able to do something to get some kills, then the pros are going to be upset because something is too easy or something isn't, hard enough. And we run into this with all kind of games, with fighting games and other multiplayer games, but I think none of this is anywhere near as polarizing as it is for Call of Duty. It just seems like nobody is ever going to be happy. So are many of you guys just being a bunch of big whiners and crybabies? I don't know, because I think the same problems that have existed in Call of Duty always have. It just depends on what perspective you're coming from. Is this a case of some of the prominent YouTubers who have been supporting Call of Duty all this time now see that there's a lot of competition and may want to move on to another franchise, so they're jumping on the hate Call of Duty bandwagon? Probably there's some of that, some of all of it maybe. Listen, Call of Duty has a whole bunch of problems, but at the end of the day, it's the same problems we've been experiencing over and over again. So what I would like to see happen is Activision take a year, take 2 years off, and really come together and try to make a fantastic return to Call of Duty and make a great game. That's one of the reasons why Grand Theft Auto is so popular. It's one of the reasons why games like Mass Effect and BioShock and Red Dead Redemption are so revered, is because they're not in our face every single year and we actually really look forward to the next game. But of course, when your game makes like $1 billion a year for a company, they're never gonna stop doing this. They're gonna keep doing this until this game isn't making them any money. So at the end of the day, whether you love Infinite Warfare or you hate it, or for whatever reason why you love it or hate it, stop being such hypocrites, because you know you're gonna buy it anyway. And that's my rant. If you got something to say, don't forget to leave a comment down below. And of course, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you once again for watching. I'm out.
Until that time, raw rhymes undercover, underground, Danny Glover, undiscovered in my town, but they all
blasting y'all, overcasting y'all, cloudy days making waves, mastermind, be crashing y'all, been a minute, but now I'm just